Who's this Gemini? Hidden motive, the shadow thief. This isn't your normal kind of a card, but I'm not going to dismiss it, okay? Before I started your reading, I got a really weird channel message, which was somebody brushing through hair. And it was like, don't split hairs. And Geminis are people who are made of lots and lots and lots of individual threads. And I kind of got the idea that there was something here about seeing what all the threads were. Okay. Oof, that is nice. Oof, that is nice. You get also the radiant sun, and the radiant sun is what happens when things are revealed. So I'm glad that we have that, because we don't want to be sticking around in any of that moonlight, not seeing things or seeing shadows or not knowing where we are or guessing. We're talking some clarity coming your way. Okay, this is your August 2026 reading as well. So for some of you, it's sunny where you are. And then we get the Stone Guardian, and this is about things that you can rely on. Things, people, relationships, jobs, whatever else, okay? I will look at love and relationships in the second half of this reading. So let's have a look. Let's just dig straight in on this shadow thief, okay? What's going on with the shadow thief, please? I quite like that. That is not what I was expecting. Okay. We need to talk big time. What is keeping you from your growth? Okay. What is keeping you from success, what you deserve, from love, from happiness, from pleasure, whatever you want to call it? We get the Six of Wands and we get the Two of Cups together. This is a really nice combo, okay? Who doesn't want, you know, what I call the you put the phone down first card of the Two of Cups together with the winner winner chicken dinner or vegan alternative of the Six of Wands? I got cat hair on my lip gloss. You're going to see me periodically going. Okay, with the Three of Wands. Prospects. Now, Gemini, listen up. Every sign, and I think also for some reason, particularly you, okay, is having a massive pivot point around July and August. It's a bit of a fortune favours the brave, but with you, it's also about the devil being in the detail. I'm going to say, and this is a complete punt, that for some of you in a work situation, there's somebody who doesn't work the way you work. Now, to work with a Gemini, yes. Look, this is my career deck. Closed doors, starting over again, no good job opportunities, the current job coming to an end, okay? Now, not everybody can just go, screw the gas bill, I'm leaving, smell you later, boss, you know, I've been in that situation. You can't always do it when you want to do it, but that doesn't matter because you are a Gemini and you can ride two horses with one arse and you can live in two kind of mindsets at the same time. So if you're stuck in a situation, which I suspect some of you are, it may be a job you don't like, it may be a job you do like, but it isn't going your way. It may be that you have this other aspiration, and this may also apply to relationships. We'll have a look at that in a minute. You can run the two lives together. So in other words, many Geminis that I know can have two jobs, a side hustle, however you do it, okay? Two friendships, two jobs, two things, the Two of Cups, success. You can run those two lives together. You don't have to make the move immediately. I'm making this reading during Mercury retrograde, which Geminis experience a bit differently from everybody else. What is that card? Ooh, yes. You get the Wealth card. You go from closed doors to wealth, and I highly suspect that the Six of Wands is to do with that as well. There is a way for you to either kind of be tunneling while you're in a stuck situation, not just like, well, I'm going to leave tomorrow with no plan, but definitely know that maybe the body is showing up, but the soul is not. Okay, and you can do that. I know many Geminis who do that. You can get the job done. People still think you're great, but actually your heart and soul isn't in it anymore. Your heart and soul is somewhere else. I would highly suggest to you, as we come up towards September, we do have 2 eclipses as well in August. Whew, it's a lot. Highly suggest to you, as we come up to September, that you are adding another string to your bow, another hair to your head. Remember that brushing hair? And gaining another skill set, utilizing a skill set you've got, looking around for other places that you can get jobs, looking at other things. And this may not be your paid job, this may be your kind of soul job for a lot of you. Interesting that you turned up. Okay. Yeah. Gosh, oh my God, Gemini. Right, let's look at the characters that are showing up for you here. And it's a lot. First of all, this old boy, the devil. The devil is in the detail. There is something about your current situation that keeps you stuck. And a Gemini stuck is like a butterfly stuck in a glass tube. It's just horrible to see, okay? If you are experiencing this, drop something in the comments that is to do with your freedom, okay? And make it big and bold and just put it out there, okay? Because this is the first day of you becoming free of something. You're freeing yourself of mental constraints. You're freeing yourself from where it is that you're, maybe if it's your job that you're kind of held in, you may be freeing yourself from a relationship pattern. You may be freeing yourself from old family patterns, from your ancestors. You will know, okay? But know that it's slow and know that it's not, it would be good to do it bit by bit. We also have the Queen of Pentacles, which is not a particularly Gemini card, but it is a card of building something slowly. For a lot of you, this is to do with money as well. And this is to do with wealth in terms of money, energy, health, well-being. It's about reclaiming all of those things and also building them. And that there are people around, or there are forces around, or there are bureaucracies around that are wanting to keep you stuck. They want to keep you stuck. It's a big mistake. I'm just writing it down. Because Gemini never stays stuck for long. You just don't. It's just that what I'm saying is there are reckless ways to get free and there are planned and calm ways to get free. Then we have the King of Cups with the Strength card. King of Cups comes when you've mastered your feelings around something. It could also lean into the love reading, which I'm going to do in the second half. So bear this person in mind. But either way, strength to be able to feel how you feel. And I remember saying last month that Geminis are very unique. You're very unique people. And if you ever try to dumb that down for the muggles, it won't do you any good. You have to lean into your uniqueness. If you take nothing away from this reading except that, lean into your uniqueness. I am unique. And claim it. Claim it in the comments. I claim this. I am unique. Because that's what unlocks the magic for you. Always. Always. You can't try and be normal. Well, you can try. It will work for everybody else if you're normal, but it won't work for you. Waggly fingers coming out. If this is resonating, do hype the video as well, if you can find the hype button. I expect you can, because you're Gemini. Just in case it is where the like button is, the comments slide to the left. I know, it's a whole kerfuffle. Oh dear. Come on, Kat, we're about to do the love reading. Are you a Gemini? You're a Taurus, but you might be on the cusp, lovely. Oof, oof. Okay. Itchy ear. Looking at love, what is this? What is this? Love and relationships, the 9 of Swords, which is some worry over something, okay? It's a constrained kind of worry as well. It's often shown in the Rider-Waite as somebody with 9 swords above them, and it kind of is to do with the sword of Damocles, which is like a Greek myth of, in very, very simplified terms, the swords are above your head, and it isn't in the swords coming down and getting you that actually hurts you. It's the anticipation of them dropping. It's like waiting for the other shoe to drop. Some of you are in a state of anxiety when it comes to a personal relationship, okay? The other 2 cards I get to go with this are our best friend, Judgment. Oh my God. Judgment in Mercury retrograde. I don't know if it's friend or foe, but I just know that it just really points to it, okay? It really points to a Mercury retrograde. It points to something that was not resolved before. It doesn't have to be the same person. It can be a pattern. It's coming up to be resolved again now. Oh, good. Probably for you, and I'm going to say, between the 2 eclipses, where there's this portal of massive opportunity for risk-taking and change between the 12th of August, I think it is, the first new moon eclipse, and the 28th, when there is a full moon partial eclipse in Pisces. King of Swords also showing up. I want, and I'm glad that we had that Radiant Sun card. I want to take a couple of Divine Timing cards. Let's have a look at the timing of this, or any information we can get. Some of you may be on the cusp of Cancer as well, because they also got this, which is time in a bottle. And they also got that King of Cups. And I'm going to say, and I don't normally say this to you because you're Gemini, and I really associate you with air, butterflies, you know, tiddly-bee, tiddly-bee, tiddly-pom, tiddly-pom. I'm going to say the sea, rivers, ocean, water, and that whole, and I'm going to say that second eclipse on the 28th, major, major, I'm going to write it down. That is major emotional shift and change. Some of you want that, some of you don't. You may be dealing with somebody who is a very difficult dog to keep on the porch, is what I call this guy. King of Swords is difficult to know, but you also have the King of Cups. Some of you may be dealing with somebody or a situation, and situation might be the right word as well, where it's kind of, no catnuts, I'm out of here. It's somebody blowing hot and cold, or a situation where they are very closed at one point, they are open at another point. And even for a Gemini, where you have that lovely twin energy that you have, and you don't need things to be completely solid, you don't need, you know, you're not someone who wants the big talk every 5 minutes. It's just not a Gemini thing. You're also one of the least jealous and possessive signs, because possession is not part of being a Gemini, not really. But there's something here, or it's almost, and I get this, do you remember those old arcade, like, what they called, slot machines? You pull the thing and there'd be like a policeman, a woman, and a doctor or something like that, and they'd be split into 3 halves, and you'd have to try and get the policeman's hat, the body and the feet in order to win. I'm getting that somebody is showing up to you in split ways, And it's like that shadow thief is something to do with it. You get the shadow, but you don't get to see what's causing the shadow. Tell me more about this, please. Tell me, oh my Lord. Well, ding. I'm pleased to see this. This is needed. This is the shock you needed. I'm writing that down. This is the shock you needed. Study this. This is the lightning coming in. Tell us a bit more about this, please. What do I want? I want another timing card. Yes, I do. System crashed. Okay. Ooh, oh my God. Gemini. Let me know as well your big three in the comments, partially because I'm nosy. Sun, moon and rising, okay? And also if you're on the cusp of Cancer, because some of you are. You get the number 8 for the divine timing of this. And of course, it says here, I'm going to flip my readers. That wasn't very exciting, was it? Well, they are reading glasses. Your event is tied to the energy of the number 8, which is movement, of course. Likely to happen in 8 days, 8 weeks, or in August. Only just in August, though. That is the eclipse in Pisces on the 28th. You heard it here first. Bing, bing, bing. Right. What can we do then around this time? What are we concerned with? What are the bit? Oh my God. Jesus. Notepad's coming out, okay? I've got to write that down. Right. Pay attention, Gemini. Itchy nose. Well, I'll take one more first. Tell you why I've got an itchy nose. I cut my fringe. Do you ever do that when you have your hair done? Oh my God. And the hairdresser doesn't quite do it, and then you start doing it, and then I've got loads of bits. Not cat hair, it's my own hair. It's my own hair, Gemini. Problem solved. Flipping heck. Right, the tower. What happens around the tower? You may well ask. Let's just go right in there with the 10 of Swords. Woof. There's bottom, then there's rock bottom, and then there's me. Do you remember Rachel off Friends? I love that. This is catharsis. Anything at that time that is false, that is flimsy, that is not worthy of you or the situation will transform. And for some of you, it eclipse things in and they eclipse things out, particularly lunar eclipses, okay? All of the emotional stuff of this will come out. There could be a big talk. I know. I'm a Pisces, you're a Gemini, we're mutable. We hate the big talk. It's like, how long do I have to do this before I can run off? But I can't ignore these cards. You got the 10 of Swords, you've got the 8 of Cups. And can I say this bad boy has come up on the daily tarot every single bloody day recently. So those of you that watch the daily, say hello in the comments. Hello. And you already know, we've been pulling this bad boy out of different tarot decks every day. And this is, things can't stay the same. It's like having defibrillation to a relationship. And therefore, we absolutely get into it, big style, good, bad or ugly. Everything comes out. It's like, here we are, it's an eclipse. Everything comes out. Judgment is here. 9 of Swords. All the things you wanted to know about. Whoosh. I know. There will be an extended love reading, by the way. And in the extended love reading, we will look at that. Okay? We're going to look at the tower. We're going to look at what happens if you take your energy away from this situation. What happens if you distance yourself. What happens? We also look at you and your person in a very granular way. Okay, we take cards for you, we take cards for your person, we use different decks, we get freaky. But look, I've saved the best till last, haven't I? We also get this absolutely gorgeous Ten of Cups, and where the hell did that come from? The calm after the storm. This could be the best thing that ever happened to you. And you heard it here first. Woof. Okay, Gemini, if you want to join me for the explosive love reading that I'm going to go and do, that will be linked below. We will be digging into this energy. Do I stay? Do I go? What does this mean? What gets revealed? What shall I do next? OMG. Also, check the description box. There are love readings. There are pick a card readings. There is the gem stars. Feast your eyes. I'll see you on the other side. Namaste.